all, welcome to Sarvabhauma's English e-learning. I am your Lakshmikant Kulkarni, Assistant Professor in English, BITM, Ballari. Coronavirus has created emergency in the world. Because of coronavirus, educational institutions and universities have declared holidays. Our VTU has suggested make some online videos which are relevant to the syllabus for engineering students. So why we are making some videos. Today let us learn one of the main topic in professional communication, that is nothing but technical report writing. What is a report? It is a beautiful thing. Report is an important form of business communication. It is a description of some event or situation that has already happened. A report is a document that is written to be carried back to someone who requires it. Let us understand this through the definition. I read the definition. A report is a structured document written with a purpose and for a predetermined audience in a logical, clear and concise manner, providing authentic information. One thing is clear, report writing is one of the most formal writing where we get the fixed or predetermined audience, and it is specially made for a predetermined audience in a logical, clear and concise manner. It should be clear and it should be accurate, and it must contain some fact. On the basis of fact we write reports. It must provide authentic information. Let us see the second definition. A report is a formal communication written for a specific purpose, conveying authentic information to a well-defined audience in a completely impartial and objective manner. It must be in objective manner, and second thing, it must be impartial. Okay. So next, salient features of reports. Let us see which are the salient features. A formal piece of writing. A report is a formal piece of writing. It is not a document where one can express his or her ideas or feelings freely. A report is essentially written in accordance with certain rules and norms, and it must contain facts and ideas. Okay, so main point is that it must be in a particular way. The rules and regulations should be maintained. The second feature is a factual account. A report is a factual account. Okay. The facts contained in a report may be an account of something that has already happened. Yes, usually the work or the event which is already happened. So we prepare the report on the happened things. Facts should always be accurate and complete and arranged in a way to project clear meaning. So it must be meaningful and it must be clear. The third feature, written with a specific purpose. A report is always written with a specific purpose, my dear students. Okay, so we must convey the information what they required. Okay, it originates with a need, desire or purpose, either to inform or to analyze. Okay, it is the main thing. Next point is written in an organized manner. Okay, reports are based on facts they have an organized structure. Generally, reports follow a conventional or usable form. While writing a report, a proper planning and presentation of data is most important thing, and it must be in organized manner. Next point, written for a specific audience. Usually it is written for some specific audience. Okay, sometimes authorities need data or any information. Yes, they demand some information from a person who has this information. Thus, the person who generates a report is aware of its primary audience. Okay, there are various types of reports, but each report has its own audience or specific audience. Okay. Next is written in an objective manner. Okay. So reports are always written in an objective manner when a collection of facts is to be communicated. Okay. Here it must be clear. Okay, and one point we must remember, the report is written in an impartial and objective style. It is the most important thing, and the facts must be presented in the particular report. Next, includes only relevant information. See, a report includes only essential information. Yes, so it is the most important thing. It consists of the information that helps readers save their time and make them understand what exactly they require to understand. Okay, you are not allowed to add your own feelings or ideas in the report. The fact must be there, and it should be clear, and it should be concise, and it should be precise. Please understand this. Okay. Next, types of reports. Okay. See, different types of reports are there. So it is a picture. Please copy this picture and make some notes. Usually there are two types of reports have been mentioned in this particular picture. One is oral and second one is written. Oral reports are considered as informal reports and written reports are considered formal reports, because oral reports are less accurate and reliable. Okay, it is not permanent. We call it as ephemeral in nature. Okay, it's a very oral reports must be presented face to face. It is the most important thing. But written reports not necessarily to be presented face to face, and written report is considered as more accurate and reliable than oral, and written reports are considered as formal reports. Okay, so next is informal. Just we divide written reports in two different kinds. One is informal reports and second one is formal reports. In informal reports, again we get two different types. One is letter and second one is memorandum. Okay, in formal reports we get three types. One is informational, second one is interpretive, and third one is routine or periodic. Okay. Okay, so let us discuss about informal reports. The ultimate purpose of an informal report is to fulfill an immediate requirement which does not require an elaborate analysis or presentation. Please mind one thing. This informal reports are not pre-planned reports. Okay, the ultimate purpose of this is to fulfill an immediate requirement. It is the most important thing. Which are the informal reports? Already we have seen in the picture. Letter and memorandum. These two are considered as informal reports. Okay, just I'm not going to emphasize more on letter and memorandum. Just I want to say something about letter and memorandum. Okay, usually letter is longer than memo or memorandum. Okay, what happens? Usually we consider letter writing as a less informal and memorandum is more informal. Okay, letter writing is used for both internal and external communication. Memo is used only for internal communication. Okay, I think all of you know what is letter writing. So second one, I want to speak something about memo. Okay, memo is also called an inter-office memorandum. Yes, it is a prescribed form which is used to send important information within an organization. It is used to convey information regarding routine or any other matters. For example, sending information from one department to another, announcing a change in policy or matters. For example, usually we get from office section to classroom to submit your documents or study certificates or anything. So it is called memo, or regarding anything, and the particular information should be into the institution or organization. That is called memorandum. Okay, so next let us learn nature of informal reports. Informal in style but factual in content. It is informal in style but factual in content. So here we must mention the facts. Second, the second nature is nothing but brief in length. It is the most important thing. Here we are not going to write a book about the particular report. Okay, so next is serve an immediate purpose. So I said usually it is not predetermined reports. Okay, next is don't contain elaborate details and analysis. Here usually we get some information which is required. That thing only we get here. And next, written in the form of a letter or a memo. It is the most important thing. These two are considered as informal reports. Okay, so next let us learn formal reports. Formal reports have the seriousness of purpose and content, presenting elaborate data which cannot be informally presented. It is the most important thing. Formal reports are more formal in content and detached in tone. So it's considered more serious than informal report. Okay, nature of formal reports. Okay, please make a correction. That is not nature of formal letters. It must be nature of formal reports. Okay, seriousness of purpose and content. It's very serious about purpose and content, and here it is predetermined information. Okay, next, detailed in length. It is detailed in length. Okay, informal reports are not detailed or not elaborated, but here we get the detailed or lengthiness. Next, contain elaborate details and analysis. So it is the most important thing. It contains elaborate details or elaborated details and analysis. Okay, so formal reports. Which are the formal reports? The first one is routine or periodic reports. What is the meaning of routine or periodic reports? These reports are submitted annually, quarterly, monthly, weekly, or at any other prescribed intervals in the routine of business affairs. Okay. One thing, for example, progress reports. Usually we write exams. Usually you write internals. Okay, 3 internals you write in a semester. So getting the marks, okay, that is nothing but progress report. Usually in schooling they write quarterly test, midterm and annual examination. So getting those reports comes under routine or periodic reports. Annual confidential reports, it is the most important thing. Inspection reports, laboratory reports, etc. These all are the examples of routine or periodic reports. Okay. Next is nothing but informal reports. Okay. It is the most important thing, my dear students. In such reports, the data and facts collected are presented in an organized form and the situation is presented as it is and not as it should be. So objectives, aims, policies, regulations, procedures, problems and future outlook of company, these all are the examples of informational objects. For example, we can see in our campus the objects or aims of our college. Okay, which are the objects we can see in our campus? Aims, what are the aims? Okay, policies, regulations, any new policies or any regulations which should have been made by the government or any institution or any organization. These all are the best examples of informational reports. Okay. Next is number 3, interpretive reports. Interpretive reports are also known as analytics or investigative reports. These types of reports help the readers interpret and evaluate facts and ideas. Okay. What happens? Usually here, just a minute, even these kind of reports are called as analytical or investigative reports. Okay, these types of reports help the readers analyze, interpret and evaluate facts and ideas. Okay, interpretive report differs from an informational report as it analyzes and interprets the data obtained and arrives at some conclusions and recommendations and hence leads the reader to some course of action. Okay, so it helps and it analyzes about something and it made a clear or lucidic information to the readers. Okay, process of writing a report. So the first point is set your objectives. So we should have to set our objectives, the particular objectives, why I am going to write this letter and all. Second, assess your audience. Yes, already we have seen a report is written for specific audience. Number 3, decide what information you will need and accordingly collect relevant data. So it is the most important point. Okay, we should have to decide what information required. Yes, so that particular thing should be collected. Next, prepare your skeleton framework, that is form an outline. See, already you will get some information regarding the particular report. Okay, just write a rough thing or make a skeleton. Okay, and form an outline, just prepare some blueprint. Next, write the first draft of the report. Just write the first draft and read it carefully. Okay, go through your draft carefully and fill up the gaps and removes irrelevant and or redundant details. So usually after the writing of first draft, just read it carefully whether your report or drafted report is accurate or not. Just compare with the event. If anything should be removed, you can remove that, or anything need to add, you can add that. Number 7th, edit it for ideas and content, proofread it for spelling and grammar, format it. It is the most important thing. Proofreading is the most important thing. We must check the spelling, grammar, punctuation, each and everything, because report writing, it is a routine activity in a professional's life. Okay, I hope you understood the report writing, and I want to tell you one thing: don't skip anything, just copy all the important points and read it and make some notes. I'll check it. Okay, thank you, thanks a lot, bye, take care.